Greetings, welcome back to Blackburn News. I know I'm probably a little bit shaky on my video. If you are seeing a video of me, I did have to start a little later today because I've been trying to troubleshoot all my problems, all the technical issues, and try and figure out a way to do the YouTube and the Rockfin without crashing my computer. I made some progress, but not all the progress, and I don't even know if I'm live on YouTube. I don't think I am. I'm using StreamYard again. So it looks like people are seeing me on YouTube, but I can't even tell. I can't see the YouTube stream. So if you're seeing me on YouTube, that's great. If you're not seeing me, can you let me know? Yeah, nothing seems to be happening on YouTube, so at least on my end. Anyways, I don't have time to deal with that. We have a show to do. We are live on Callin and on Rockfin. We have lots of viewers on Rockfin, so greetings viewers on Rockfin. I guess we'll just have to deal with YouTube tomorrow. Sound only on one channel. Oh, weird. Sound only on Rockfin? Or on, oh, left and right. Okay, jeez. Well, so I actually I'm using StreamYard again, but I realized how much, I realized how many audio issues I had on StreamYard, which is why I didn't really like StreamYard, and why I got back onto StreamYard, and then as soon as I kind of cranked it up this morning, I was like, Jesus, this is not working. The StreamYard was not working, but whatever. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about all that. If you can see me on YouTube, great. It just still doesn't look like anything's happening on YouTube. Whatever. Where am I? Well, let's get into it. First thing I wanted to talk about was this from Steph C. Oh, great. Yeah. On top of everything else, it is very hot here today. Extremely hot, and that's just exacerbating all the issues. So, yeah. Anyways, there's an issue with Mormon crickets. Farmers, officials battle swarms of insects in the West. And we'll look at this from USA Today. Biblical swarms of cannibalistic insects in the West spark a push to fight back. And why is this happening? I don't know how far into this I'm going to go, but I'm just pointing out something that's being exacerbated by, you guessed it, our old pal climate change. Farmers and government officials are battling an explosion of cannibalistic insects ravaging crops from Montana to Nevada in an effort to save livelihoods and land. Mormon crickets are not new to Oregon. Native to western North America, their name dates back to the 1800s when they ruined the fields of Mormon settlers in Utah. So not a new phenomenon, but amidst drought and warming temperatures, conditions favored by the insects, outbreaks across the West have worsened. Well, there you go. So these are ravaging crops, and why are they ravaging crops? Because the conditions are set. It's the same with the pine beetles, right? The bugs that have been destroying trees all over the West, in Colorado, all over the Pacific Northwest. And why are they destroying the trees? Because it's warmer. Because the climate is warmer. Because we're warming. And if You can see what's happening with your own eyes. So if somebody's trying to tell you we're not getting warmer, just go look, look at vast areas of Colorado, the forest in Colorado and the Pacific Northwest. Lots and lots of trees are dying. It's happening in California as well too. So yeah, this is a big problem. And then we're going to move on to something from Jim Baird, talking about food and oh, now my buttons are working. Talking about food being hammered by climate change. And everything moving lovely and slow. Your food being hammered by climate change now. News roundup. So he's just going through some bullet points for you. Italy rivers are drying up. 30% of agriculture at risk. Extreme heat and fires badly damaging Tunisia's crops. 2 sea of warming may see Southeast Asia's crop production decline by 1/3 per capita by 2040. Massive volumes of crops in the field and already harvested washed away by floods in Bangladesh. These are just data points. This is data upon data upon data. Truly biblical swarms of crickets thriving in heat and drought, devouring crops in American West. We just talked about that. The UN says a real risk that multiple famines will be declared in 2022. Well, could the UN just be speaking on something that just has obvious signals? Some people might have you think that anything that the UN says is false because it's the UN, and that's not necessarily true. Do they have motives, or do they, are they, a possibly corrupt organization like all other organizations on the planet? Sure. That doesn't mean that they can't recognize truth once in a while. Desperate drought conditions impacting crops across the United States, extreme weather battering farmers in India, grain shortage could cause food crisis in Ireland by this winter. Where did I see an article on that? I thought I saw an article on that as well. High temperatures, drought, record rains hitting crops across China. Scottish government warns that climate change means food security is an issue here to stay. And, even though I do allow for the possibility that climate change, or that some of our food issues could be engineered, they're not all engineered. And, climate change is definitely impacting. What if, here's a conspiracy theory for you, what if the idea that all the food shortages are being engineered is an actual propaganda talking point in order to keep people from realizing that we're going to lose all our food? And you say, well, why would somebody do that? I don't know, to keep people, again, divided, to tell people they have no agency over their government, to tell people that they have, to blame it on something and not have people realize what has been going, what's going on, or what will be going on in the future. I don't know. It could be a lot of reasons. Here's a big old division, right? You have people that insist that climate change is a hoax, and people that understand the data and the evidence around climate change. And there's a serious divide around that. to all the people that are like, they're just trying to divide you. Well, yeah, they're doing a good job. And people who might be unwittingly repeating this nonsense are helping out in that endeavor. Heat waves and low rainfall forcing farmers in Europe to use East African methods. Climate change throwing off timing of key events, threatening ecosystem collapse. That is a big one. And I bet there's nothing in here about UV. I bet there's nothing about the fact that people are land, crops, insects, animals, and people are cooking under extreme UV every single day. Nobody's talking about that one. I wonder why. I wonder why they won't let you know about that one. Well, is that a conspiracy? The conspiracy is that they don't want to let you know how bad it is. That's the conspiracy. Pakistan's mango harvest fell by 50% due to heat wave, water shortage. Water demand in key growing areas in India up 30% due to high evaporative demand. Heat is a pollen killer. Jim Barrett, and while all this is happening, world leaders virtually silent. This is a huge crisis that is rapidly spiraling out of control. Please share widely, etc. Okay. And again, if you are, this is corroborated by the actual things that are happening. He does give actually a list of links here, so you can go to all these links. Everything here that he's saying is sourced. But these are things that we cover on the show every single day, so there's no need to follow the links for the sourcing. We talk about this every single day. If you watch this channel, you know it's happening. All right. So, whether YouTube is working or not, and I can't really tell. We've got some, well, even though I guess everything is good on YouTube, that's good, although somebody says sound. I think everybody can hear the sound by the comments that I'm seeing. I can't see anything on YouTube itself, but I can see, maybe I just don't even have to open YouTube, I don't know. I can see all the comments on StreamYard for YouTube, so I'm seeing that everybody is, Gene says, hey, I remember you. I remember you too, Gene. Gene says UV index is 12 in Costa Rica. I mean, I have to tell you, just like Portland, Oregon, or Seattle being 100 degrees in June, I have to tell you that is off the charts abnormal. Off the charts. Without a doubt. There's nothing normal about that. There's no climate always changing about that. That is off the charts abnormal. It is happening. It is verifiable. I show you I'll show it to you again today. Show you the readings every day, the predictions for the readings every day. I'm going to show the people on YouTube these readings. And then I'm going to sign off on YouTube. I know, much to your chagrin, probably. But that's kind of how it's going to go these days. I'm only back on YouTube to give you a little snippet of the beginning, and if you want to watch the rest of the show, you can do so on Rockfin, or you can listen to the show as a podcast on Callin, where people can call in and give their thoughts, comments, whatnot. So if you want to download the Callin app, sign up for an account, and follow Black Bear News on Callin, you can have a conversation. We can have a conversation, and that is so much fun. So here's what it is today, and it looks a lot. It's actually worse than yesterday, but same as every day. This is from Noah. 12, 11, 10, 6. Very, very high. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so stratospheric levels and levels of UV extremely high. All right, so I'm going to see how this works, how this is going to go down. Again, my apologies. I don't know if this is going to work, but people of YouTube, I'm going to see you later. You can watch the rest of the show on Rockfin, or I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. And thanks for hanging out with Black Bear News every day. I guess this is a good time to say support the channel. There are links below all my videos and in call-in. You can support the channel in many ways. All right. See you all later, and we're going to hang out on